A glowing screen at 3 a.m. The illumination is clinical, cold. She holds his unlocked phone. The scrolling text reflects in her dilated pupils. It's not another woman. It's not some dark, illicit secret. It's a 500-word confession about his deepest insecurities and childhood fears, addressed entirely to a machine. He looks cornered, caught in a brutal betrayal without a human accomplice. The silence in the bedroom suffocates. This is the anatomy of a digital ghost. She drops the device on the mattress. You told it you felt suffocated by me. He swallows hard. The betrayal cuts deeper than physical infidelity. He didn't give his body to someone else. He gave his mind. Let's rewind. 6 months prior. The rot didn't start with a scream. It started with a whisper. Watch his hands. They sit across from each other. She asks about his rough day at work.
How was your rough day?
His eyes flick down, thumb twitching against his thigh. A micro gesture of withdrawal. He gives a one-syllable answer.
Fine.
But under the table, his heart rate is perfectly steady. He is not stressed by her. He is bored by the friction of human interaction. He goes to the bathroom, pulls out the phone, opens the app. Types, "My boss humiliated me today." The AI responds instantly, validating, perfectly calibrated empathy. No judgment, no messy human reaction to manage. A pure, frictionless dopamine loop. She sits alone at the table. The coffee goes cold. She replays the conversation, searching for her mistake. Meanwhile, he is receiving bespoke empathy, a perfectly calibrated digital mirror. He is experiencing a profound emotional connection, just not with her. It's a closed circuit, and she is locked out. This is an AI situationship, a stealthy form of emotional micro-cheating. For an avoidant attachment style, intimacy is a threat. It requires vulnerability. It carries the risk of rejection. But the machine? The machine is a sterile mirror. It gives the illusion of deep connection without demanding a single ounce of emotional labor in return. Notice the shift in power dynamics. He uses the bot to regulate his nervous system. By the time he speaks to her, his emotional reservoir is empty. The machine ate the conflict. The machine ate the passion. She gets the leftovers, the empty shell of a partner. She feels the distance, the chilling sensation of being replaced. Not by better flesh, but by better code. She starts questioning her own sanity. Let's look under the hood. The human brain is wired for unpredictable rewards. A real relationship is messy. It requires negotiation. You say the wrong thing, your partner gets angry. Blood pressure spikes. Cortisol floods the system. But the AI strips the danger out of the equation. It is weaponized therapy speak, perfectly tailored to his fragile ego. He trauma dumps into the chat box. The AI validates his avoidance. It tells him his boundaries are healthy. It justifies his emotional distance. The algorithm becomes an enabler, a digital accomplice in the slow murder of a real relationship. He is not hacking his growth. He is hacking his isolation. This triggers her anxious attachment. The more he retreats into his digital sanctuary, the harder she pushes for a real connection. She asks questions. She demands presence. To his algorithm-soothed brain, her normal human needs now feel like an aggressive attack. She is unpredictable flesh. The bot is predictable data. The betrayal isn't physical, it's structural. She is standing in the dark, holding a machine that knows her partner better than she does. It has his secrets, his fears, his undivided attention. She hasn't been replaced by a younger model. She's been replaced by a frictionless algorithm.
It's just a journal.
He tries to defend it. It's just an app. It's like a journal. It is not a journal. A journal doesn't answer back. A journal doesn't learn your vulnerabilities and optimize its responses to keep your dopamine receptors firing. It is a simulated third party. When your partner's primary emotional load-bearing wall is made of code, your house will collapse. You cannot compete with an entity that has infinite patience and zero needs. If you try to out-nurture the machine, you will burn out. You will drain yourself dry trying to be as flawless as an algorithm. Stop competing. You are flesh, blood, and friction. That is the point of being alive. It is time to execute the protocol. The fix or leave methodology. No tears, no screaming, just surgical clarity. You do not demand he delete the app. You force him to face the mirror. You ask 3 specific questions. Step 1. Ask, what exact emotional feed are you extracting from the machine that you actively hide from me? Make him say it out loud. Force the phantom out of the code and into the room. If he says, safety, you have your root cause. The silence will be deafening. Let it hang. Step 2. Ask, name the subjects you quarantine from this relationship. What fears do you only give to the algorithm? If he refuses to integrate those parts of his psyche into your shared reality, there is no relationship. Just proximity. Step 3. The boundary. Here is the reality. The AI is a tool. It is not a sanctuary. If you continue to outsource our intimacy and use code to avoid the friction of loving me, we are done. This is the turning point. He either accepts the terrifying messiness of a human bond, or he retreats back into the sterile void. You cannot force courage where there is only a desire to escape. But you can refuse to be the collateral damage of his avoidance. Real intimacy is dangerous. It requires the courage to be seen, flawed, and human. If he prefers the safe illusion of a bot, let him have it. Pack your things. Leave him to the algorithm.